world saw nascent recoveries in advanced economies this year, coupled with recessions in emerging markets. So what does that portend for the coming year? Our Eoh Jin-joo gives us a forecast of what to expect in the global economy for the year 2014.
The world is about to bid farewell to 2013, a year in which confidence in the euro was restored and economic growth in China accelerated again, while most emerging markets suffered one of their worst economic crises in decades. So what about next year? Economists project tepid but steady growth in 2014, with recent economic indicators looking positive. The U.S. Federal Reserve provided a concrete example of that optimism earlier in December when it decided to start scaling back its monetary stimulus based on the strength of recent signals from the economy. The International Monetary Fund also made an upward adjustment to its projections for next year's growth rate to around 3.6% from roughly 2.9% this year. However, analysts say there are still some obstacles to overcome, with corporations still unwilling to invest and the high unemployment rate in the U.S. And as for the world's second-largest economy, China, it forecasts its economy and financial market to be on a steady path next year as it tries to shift from its current traditional export-led model to a more domestic, consumption-driven one. While no official economic target has been announced for next year, many economists predict that Beijing will set a similar 7.5% or higher goal. And the Eurozone, while looking a lot more stable than it did at this time last year, remains the biggest question mark for the global economic outlook. In 2013, the Eurozone finally came out of a long recession and confidence in the single currency was restored. The trend toward stability is likely to continue in 2014, however, the growth outlook remains on the downside. Overall, analysts point out that despite some signs of a brighter future ahead, there is a need to address the big structural problems and imbalances that continue to weigh on the global economy. Eoh Jin-joo, Arirang News.